Hey everybody, Coach Eric Merlin Broza here. Welcome to Full-Time Bodybuilding. We're here live at the Dragons Lair in Las Vegas. I have with me one of my star clients. He's in from Florida. Got Damian here. He has been here before. He is one of my best. And we both noticed that we're wearing basically the same clothes.
Models. Both
ambassadors for Gasp, obviously, but we did not plan this. But anyway, you'll have to deal with it. So he is men's classic physique. He's also men's physique. He's top of the national level, probably be going for his pro card later this year. And he's here. Today we're gonna do some chest and front and side delts. So we're gonna do a really good workout for you guys, show you some new techniques, some new exercises, have a lot of fun in the gym, get some intensity techniques in there. And so let's get in the gym, let's start training, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Okay guys, so we're starting off this chest workout with one of my favorite movements. It's low cable, incline, close grip, incline press. So basically what this movement does is it forces you with a close grip so you're hitting the upper inner portion of the chest, not isolating, just targeting. We're starting off with very, very high reps, about 25 or so. Sometimes I like to start workouts off with very, very high reps to get a maximum pump and get a lot of blood in the muscle before we go on to the more difficult techniques. So you can see how we do it here. Just good, quick reps in good form. Maximum pump is the goal. Okay guys, so his goal is gonna be 25 reps. As you can see, he's using great form. He's controlling the movement from the bottom to the top and the top to the bottom. And he's looking to get maximum contraction here in the upper inner portion of the chest, just to hit those muscle fibers a little bit more directly, because that's a very important portion of the chest. So you can see his elbows are close, they're tucked in. He's focusing on using the chest and not the front delts or the triceps. And again, we are looking for maximum pump to start this workout. We want a lot of blood in the muscle before we hit the more difficult muscle fiber tearing techniques. Come on. Come on. Bring it up. Yes. Good job. Okay guys, so we're gonna keep our focus on the upper portion of the chest for the second exercise. We're gonna use this incline press machine. The first time we were taking a real close grip on the first exercise. Now we're gonna go out for a wider grip, get a little bit better stretch. We're gonna use two techniques. On the first set, we're gonna use stretch pause, which means that we're gonna hold the bottom position for about 4 to 5 seconds before pressing to the top. And then on the second set, we're gonna do eccentric emphasis, which means we're gonna lower the weight over 4 to 5 seconds on each rep. Both of these are very intense techniques. We'll tear down muscle fibers. When you tear down muscle fibers, that means that you're gonna grow. Let's get to it. So as you guys can see, I'm using a real wide grip here.
Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. Excellent. 9. Perfect.
Okay guys, so Damian's gonna be doing 4-second eccentrics. And then when he gets to the bottom, he's not gonna push it too fast out of the bottom, he's gonna muscle it to the top of the upper chest. He's controlling on the way down, putting all of his effort and focus right here, squeezing to the top. Eccentric training is one of the most effective methods you guys can possibly use to build new muscle. Studies actually show that the eccentrics cause more muscle growth than the positive portion of the rep, so focus on them. Come on. This form is perfect. Up. Good set. Nice. Okay guys, so for the third exercise, we're gonna do the basic flat dumbbell fly, but we're gonna use a technique that I call priming. It's gonna be utilizing, again, stretch emphasis on the first set, negative emphasis on the second set, but it's gonna be done differently. On the first rep is gonna be the rep that I call the priming rep. So on the first rep of the first set, we're gonna be using stretch pause. So we're gonna drop into the stretch and we're gonna hold that stretch for 10 seconds. Real deep, hard stretch for 10 seconds. That's priming the muscle. We're already tearing apart the muscle fibers and starting that growth process. And then we're gonna go for 10 reps in perfect form. On the second set, we're gonna prime the muscle with a negative. So the second set, we're gonna do a 10-second negative to start the set on the first rep, and then we're gonna complete a full set of 10 using regular good form. So like I said, this is called priming. It primes the muscle for a very intense set. Definitely give this a shot in your workouts if you're looking for a new technique to spur on growth.
Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9. 10.
Okay guys, so watch how he's gonna do a full, really slow 10-second negative. Trying to feel it every inch of the way with the chest. Good. And now he has primed the muscle for the rest of the set. Now you can see he's still using good negatives. They don't have to be 10 seconds. But just his basic training form is always making sure to control the negatives. That's something that I taught him a long time ago. When I started working with him, Damian, he was about 180 pounds in the off season. Now he's over 200 pounds in the off season, in good shape. And it's these training methods that have helped bring up his body weight, his muscle mass to that level. He's using 45-pound dumbbells. He could probably use 55, 60s, but the form would not be good. He'd be moving too fast, and he'd be not isolating the chest as well. He'd be using the shoulders, the triceps. So he just wants to focus on the chest and nothing else while he does his sets. Good, buddy, come on. There you go. Stretching all the way from sternum to armpit and muscling to the top. Great set. Okay guys, so we're gonna finish off this workout with a really, really intense pump and a technique that's really, I just would say this is kind of a change of position in the middle of the set. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do a unilateral cross chest press, which means that we're gonna do the press across the body. We're gonna do 10 reps like that, and then we're gonna shift the body into the more general position, and we're gonna do a straight on press. So basically what we're doing here is we're really just targeting the chest with the same basic machine but using 2 angles of push. So we're gonna really hit different muscle fibers and different motor unit pools to make sure that we're covering all our bases and really, really destroying the chest to finish it off. This is gonna be a very, very intense superset type of thing. And try it if you have this machine, because it's gonna finish off your workout with maximum pump and maximum results.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And I'm gonna change my position. Sorry. Okay. Straight on chest press.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on. 10.
Good. All right, guys. So we just finished a chest and shoulder workout. Of course, we just filmed just chest today. Maybe next time we'll do shoulders. And I just want to talk to Damian about a couple of specific subjects while I have him here. So the first thing I really want to talk about, my friend, is the training portion. Not only this workout specifically, but you guys may not know that I don't, you know, he's a client that I don't work with in person. In fact, most of my clients I work with at a distance, so I program their diet and their workouts through email, and then they follow the routine. But I'm very, very specific about the techniques and the reps, and everything is very, very, specific the way it's laid out. Every program is unique. So a lot of the techniques that you saw us do here, we do in a lot of the workouts. And so I really want to talk about it because a lot of people, they wonder, do you really use all these techniques regularly in your own training and with your clients and stuff? So you can obviously say that a lot of the stuff that I do, the negatives, the stretches, the slow positives, all these different things that I do, I definitely do with you in all your workouts. Is that correct?
Yeah, 100%.
So, but, again, another thing that you and I were talking about during the workout is that a lot of people are stuck doing, the basic, 3 sets, 10 reps, or 3 sets, 8 reps, or whatever it is. They try to get a little bit stronger, but basically they're doing the same stuff over and over again. And we know that people tend to stagnate pretty quickly on that. If you're a beginner, an intermediate, and you just first started lifting, then just progressive overload works and stuff like that. But once you become a little bit more seasoned, you need certain, different techniques to stimulate the muscle, which is what we use. So I just want you to talk a little bit about how you and I have been working together for about, 3 years now, maybe?
Yeah, close to.
About 3 years. How has these techniques, incorporating all of these various techniques into your workouts, affected your physique personally, in terms of muscle growth and how it has had you look on stage from show to show?
Yeah, I would put it this way. I can compare, because, we have photos, and that's the best thing of evidence, right? Keeping a track of how your body is evolving over the time. And I can compare my old 200 pounds, looking like a, pretty consistent bald, with my right now over a little more over the 200 in pretty good shape. And that's an achievement, and honestly, I saw the difference. Not only, it's a combination, right? The workout plus the diet, but honestly, I broke the model of the 3 sets, 10 reps. And when you do that click, when you really start to see the difference, is when you learn, when you evolve, and when you grow for real. Because I'm from in the old school. I was like, my mindset was, okay, 10 sets, all the weight I can find in the gym, all the plates, bring it on. No technique, just swinging, dancing. Right now it's probably half of the weight or even less. But with a perfect technique, very focused on not only the technique, but feeling the muscle, feeling the point.
The mind-muscle connection.
Yes, the mind-muscle connection. That's the sentence. When you really feel that, is when you evolve, and you can't feel that with the proper technique and always doing the same thing. So this changes. The coach is talking about this. Not doing always the same thing, playing with the contractions, with the full extension, with the negatives. That is what makes the difference. And I can speak for myself. I have the evidence. My before and after. I just can't believe it, and I'm not planning to go back to the old school. That's the truth.
But you kind of just to take it back a ways. You actually you knew of me and my training techniques, a lot of my stuff through the magazines that you read when you were still living in Argentina.
Yeah.
So you kind of knew what you were getting into, like, this is going to be different.
Yeah, correct. But when I was there, it's different. Reading a magazine and seeing, wow, there's something different happening in the other corner of the world. But it's different when you're just reading a magazine versus, being coached by the source. Because I was reading a magazine and I was like, damn, what are they talking about? What is it? The negative retention, extension for 4 seconds. It was like, wow.
Like a foreign language.
Shocking. They're doing something really different. It's not 3 sets, 10 reps. So yes, that's true. And reading magazines and knowing about Coach Eric many years ago was, to me, the trigger to start or trying to learn something different, because I knew that something different was happening, far away from my previous place, and now I'm part of the magic of the team.
One more thing that I wanted to talk about, and this just came to me actually while we were training, because you and I were having a little discussion between sets, and I think it's important information, and I think Dave would agree, to impart on people out there who are serious about making progress, not even necessarily a competitor, but really serious about wanting to make progress. You and I were discussing the preparedness that you need to have, specifically like when you're traveling. And of course, this could be carried over just to your daily life. If you work a job, that you don't just, be like, well, I'll eat whatever they have at the office, or when we go out to lunch, I'll get whatever I get. That you have to prepare your meals. Talk a little bit about, for the people out there, how much of a difference it makes to truly, and what you do to prepare. Like you live in Florida. You came here for a couple of days here in Vegas to film with me for a couple of days. But when you travel here or anywhere, you're fully prepared. You have like a whole system that you use. Just talk about that a little bit for people.
Yeah, so to me, there is no, let's do a little of this, a little of this other thing. Okay, it's close to 150 grams of something. No, it has to be perfect. You have to be prepared. If you know that you have a plan, you have a coach that is telling you, hey, those are your macros, this is the diet you must follow. There's no something around that. It's just what the line says. 100 grams of this, 200 grams this. So what I do in my kitchen, I always have my meal plan ready, my carpet, my paperwork, my scale. When I travel, I have my small cooling bag. When flying, I know, and with my wife, we always joke around it, because it's always a hard stop in TSA. Guys, you can't travel with your meals. So there's no excuses. You can be on the air with your meals, everything cooked, ready to go. So I have my small cooling bag to fit my 6 meals, everything ready. And when doing longer trips, I also have on my bag an extra scale to scale my food, and also an electric pan, because you can't always find a place with a kitchen, right? That's not always available, and sometimes you can't just rely on, I'm going to get everything from a restaurant, because maybe it's expensive or whatever. You just want to make sure that you're going to eat what you must eat. So there's always a supermarket close, but as long as you can cook your things, you have your Tupperwares, you can make it work. But the message for real is, and this is something that I'm also learning with my own clients, there's no workarounds. If the diet says 100 grams rice, 200 grams chicken, it's it's just that. It's not something close to. If you want to be successful, if you really want to be on the stage, no matter the holding a trophy or the first place, that's to me, that's not the main thing on this. The main thing is knowing that you didn't fail in every single minute of your diet. If you're going to be committed to do this, you have to be committed. It's 24 hours, 7 days, simple.
Well, that's it. That's what I really wanted to talk about because I think that's very, very important. So, my brother, thank you so much for coming here on the show. Always a pleasure to have you. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you came away with some good training techniques and some good advice here. So, of course, this is Merlin's Mind Over Muscle and Full-Time Bodybuilding. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And remember to like and subscribe. And we will have many, many more great videos coming to you guys. Thank you for watching.